Hello, friends. Yeah, I know. It's a long starting screen. I'm a long starting screen. I got a long screen for you, Lockpick. Well, hey. Oh, I came in before the ad. Oh, well. So, we're gonna give people a few minutes to show up, possibly, but this is what we're product reviewing. This tincture from Sky Mall, the Master Rasta. Ooh, let me do shout outs real quick too, because that's the polite thing to do. But yeah, this cannabis tincture, 1,000 milligrams of cannabis in this just one room. What's wrong with the front lawn? Nothing other than ants. Ants. But if you bring a blanket, front lawn's fine. This is 1,000 milligrams of THC in this tincture. It is made with avocado oil, Jack Herrera, terpenes, and distillate. This is a pretty sativa dominant tincture right here, so this is gonna be some fun. Oh, I have to wait another 54 seconds before I can give another shout out. You know what, let's see if you can get a better look at it over here. So that's what we're gonna be trying. Just to see how it does. Because, well, because Sky Mall is associated with the Hidden Leaf. Jesus. It's so hard to point to things behind me. The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville. It's only 1,000 milligrams. Now, that being said, it's 1,000 milligrams and avocado oil. So if I chug the whole thing, it's gonna be, but we're gonna see what happens. I mean, have I not yet? I mean, is there anything that I have opened that I haven't then, like, sort of did the whole thing when I've done this? Yes, Lockpick, that is exactly what I'm saying will happen. I will be able to pass through a screen door. I will be able to pass, waste through a screen door. Now, see, I'm being careful with what I say here because this is Uh, oh, lockpick. I could put you in a headlock and use you as a water gun. Yes, you could. Yes, that's kind of what we think would happen if I drank that much avocado oil all at once. Wrecked him? Damn near killed him! But it would be fun. Uh, this is going onto YouTube. So, trying to be careful with what I say. But yes, this is this product review is not necessarily an endorsement for the Hidden Leaf or for Sky Mall, although I do endorse both the Hidden Leaf and Sky Mall. I did pay for this. This wasn't given to me in order to do a product review on it. I bought it in order to do a product review on it. All of that being said, of course, I work closely with the Hidden Leaf, and they are advertisers of this show and of my my current existence. So, now we are going to start with a dropper full just to get the taste.
What's a bubble book?
Yup. It tastes a little bit like distillate. Tastes a lot like avocado and avocado oil. And just a tiny bit like Jack Herrera, I think. I think that's what that other flavor is. It is not an unpleasant flavor. In fact, it's a quite pleasant flavor. Yeah. I definitely like it. Next thing we're gonna do is we're going to put it in some orange vanilla soda water and see what the mixing is like, because it is an oil. So, and these doses that I'm doing, I have to imagine, are quite a bit larger than what most people should be dosing at. See? And it behaves like an oil. It sits on top of the water. Although, when mixed with the refreshing flavor, the effervescence of the soda water. Let me turn down the background music just a little bit. Maybe I won't feel like I need to shout. The effervescence of the soda water mixes well with the light oil flavor of the avocado oil. definitely think. Um, it's not going to mix well into drinks because it is an oil. Um, but it would go well on stuff. Um, it was maybe a third of the bottle there. Uh, yeah, it's a little intense in flavor at that concentration, like at that level. It's However, I can feel my cholesterol dropping. I feel it getting in there and scrubbing the plaque out of my arteries. Oh my goodness, the healthy. Woo! Um, yeah, this is now aside from the, you know, exceptionally large THC quantity uh, concentration in this stuff. The avocado oil itself is actually really good for, uh, really good for your cholesterol. Really good to keep your blood pressure down, your cholesterol down. Um, it promotes heart health. I think it promotes kidney health too, but I'm not sure. Just is good for you. It's good for you. It's one of those. It's one of those things that helps reduce inflammation. Um, so you know, and I believe a tablespoon a day of avocado oil would do the same. Do that. I just think that a tablespoon a day of avocado oil with distillate and Jack Herrera in it is probably a lot more fun. Um, yeah, tomorrow morning it's gonna be now chug 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 chug. I think I've chugged about as much as I'm. Mm. Now we're product reviewing. Yeah, we are. I have no idea how quick this is gonna set in too. Lockpick said, wash it down with bacon, peanut butter, and anything else that will help solidify the demons inside. Got any chocolate? Uh, I don't have any. I don't have any chocolate that is prepared to be eaten at the moment. No, I'm actually, I'm a little worried because this is a whole lot of, like, I didn't eat. unhealthy today. I had uh I had a I think it was with turkey sandwich with, greens and yeah. Oh, that's messed up, Master Rasta. Got any chocolate? You will tomorrow. Yeah. Um, I ate a pretty normal, plain, fairly healthy sandwich, and and a bunch of like trail mix. That's what I ate today. So like I don't feel properly unhealthy to have taken this much health cure. I feel like this. I don't know. This might throw off the balance. I might need to like when I get off stream. I might need to like smoke like a half a pack of cigarettes and eat a pound of bacon. Yeah, I cannot do that all at one time. It's not a bad flavor, it's just a lot of oil. Okay, so now is the time on the show when I say don't try this at home, kids. Whatever you do not try this kind of stuff at home. This is some dumb stuff. This is the kind of stuff that leads to classic Stewart last words. Hey, y'all, check this out. Hey, Bo, watch this, y'all. The death knell for any Stewart. I got this great idea. Oh, crap. We're all done for now. At least I will say my bad ideas are fairly limited to what I can do to my own body. I don't do stuff like try to get rid of the outhouse with dynamite. I leave that to the truly professionally stupid people in my family. Oh. I tell you what, though. Flying high with Sky Mall cannabis products. That's a good line. Oof. That was fun. Um, I had a thought. Died a sad and lonely death. Help me. As always, pre-rolls brought to you by the Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville, 105 West Main Street. Above the brick, Suite 200, between 10,000 villages and Hamiltons. I almost said 10,000 maniacs again. Between 10,000 villages and Hamiltons. Great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds. A bud, and the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. Oh yes, they have the lowest prices in town according to my own personally highly biased research, and by that I mean I was incredibly high when I did my biased research. Don't forget to check the website for times and events. The website is thehiddenleafseville.com. That's thehiddenleafseville, all one word, .com. Yeah, I think I got a little high there. Hey there, ho there, hey there, oh there. Yeah. Oh, hey, aye. That's what I'm looking for. My hidden leaf lighter. You could also get great gear like the Hidden Leaf hoodie, or the Hidden Leaf hat, or other Hidden Leaf gear. I have other thoughts. Yeah, it seems like this. Was pretty effective then. Hey. Got me a little spaced out already. And I do think you probably have to be more careful with doing like high amounts of sativa. You know, because you could get really locked in your own head and kind of get deeply thinking about stuff. But yeah. Well, um, I had a thought, but it just never quite made it all the way. It went thunk. I had a thought. It went thunk. I feel like the alacrity with which this hit was pretty impressive. I don't feel like it really had. How long have we been on? It definitely felt like it started to set in the first few minutes. Like, it definitely felt like it set in 5, 10, 15 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes. Like, yeah. Which might mean that I might just be for a heck of a ride. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I uh I found myself in a deep religious and personal conversation this afternoon at the Leaf. And it was sort of one of those. I could see how I could see how stoners could get to these kinds of conversations. But also I realized that I was having this conversation with a person who was incredibly well educated and very smart and also stoned. And, you know, the fundamental difference between my perspective and their perspective, that is very smart, lockpick. Religion is not a safe topic for most people. Um, I'm uh, I'm reticent to describe my religious views quite often because when I do, they sound crazy. I mean, I have to say objectively no more crazy than the all-knowing, all-seeing, and all-judging Skyfather. But you know, um, the very basic difference in our positions was I I don't feel a sense of unity with other people. And so I don't believe that the gods are all one unified thing ultimately. I don't believe that the universe is a single thing. It is. It's not. I don't. I believe that the gods. I'm a pantheist, and I believe that the gods are all separate from each other, that there is a distinct difference between them. In fact, I'm so much of a pantheist that I believe that kitchen utensils have souls. I'm a frying pantheist. Um, Although I don't believe that they should get to rule with an iron fist. I don't believe in despotism. Lockpick says, I am just a pure atheist who has a deep understanding for what religion and God means to them. And I think that that is wonderful. But it's hard to talk to religious people because they only hear, I don't believe your God is real, and ignore the, I understand the importance for you and respect it. Yeah. Yeah. They really can. Um, I'm sorry, we can really have a hard time hearing that second part. We get personally, I try not to get I try not to get too bent out of shape about it when other people don't believe. But then again, I believe some pretty radically crazy things. So I get why other people might not believe it. Ruler of the kitchen with an iron fist. A despot. Kinda happy about that one. Kinda proud of that one moment. That is wonderful, lockpick. I honestly think that is a religion that needs to be spread. Lockpick says, I believe that Santa had the elves make the whole universe for us 1 year and gave it to us for Christmas. I think that is a. I think that is a belief that we need to spread. Right? Right? It's as. It, Lockpick says, I have as much evidence for that as any other religion. As any other religion does. And that's just it. They're all of them are equally as insane when you look at it. Like when you step back and look at it and go, wait, that's nuts. Like, at least the people who believe in the flying spaghetti monster lean into it. They're like, and it's a valid faith. I think that the flying spaghetti monster is as valid a faith as any other. As valid as my own. You know, I believe that tiny Ahmet soul eaters are the ones that shake the strings in string theory. That's what I believe. You know, there are these things that there's sort of this bureaucracy of existence, and there's this like in this sort of side dimension, there's one of these creatures for everything. String theory wasn't debunked. It is just not got any. There are no provable or disprovable um, uh, predictions. There's nothing that they can go. There's nothing that they can. It's about as provable as any religion. It has not made any like uh let me start that thought again. What they've found out, what they've realized is that nothing about string theory can be proven or disproven. That all of the predictions it makes are pure thought experiments that don't necessarily have any possible way for us to know if they're true or not. It's not so much debunked as it is just impossible to say that it is or isn't fictitious. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It does make predictions, and yes, they are massaged rewrites of wave function equations. Um, but again, any any prediction that it makes that is outside of that would be outside of the standard model. Um, it's it's sort of like saying, "Oh, we need a constant for that." And here's a perfect constant that we've just made. There's no, nothing magical about the number. It just is this because that's what works. Um, yeah, it literally became a trick of math and was abandoned as just another way of phrasing an already existing theory. Yes. and and the physics descriptions that it came up with were not useful. They didn't. I mean, it's not to say that it's not true. Could very well be true. It's just it doesn't. The only interesting idea that it brings to the table is the existence of multiple dimensions and multiple universes, none of which will ever be testable. Yes. And it's also not the only theory that gives you multiple dimensions and multiple universes. Um, you know, I think the part about it I like the most uh, is the very basic concept of a tiny little string vibrating to make things, to make something happen at the Planck quantum level, and I think that the idea itself is really adorable, and it sets me up for believing that there are these tiny little, Wolverine-gator uh eater of souls that are assigned to pluck this string throughout the entirety of existence. That's their job, is just to sit there and pluck this little string. And like they're sitting next to another one whose job is to pluck a different string. And there are these you know extra dimensional creatures, these extra dimensional uh bureaucratic creatures that just kind of live this extremely banal, mundane, and boring life, carrying out all of these miraculous functions of physics and the world, and leave that alone, you little snot. No, no, no biting that. I mean, it's you know, it's just a really fun idea. Uh, and just as provable as a flying spaghetti monster. You know? Really? Yeah, that's what I thought. And no, you guys aren't getting wet food until tomorrow. I've cut them down to wet food every 2, 3 days. Uh, just because, yeah, Gandalf was getting kind of big around the back end. Lockpick said, "Careful, I'm willing to invade a Middle Eastern country if my flying spaghetti monster overlord commands me to do so." Master Rasta said Latte would murder both of us if Locke tried to do that. Tried to cut Latte down to. Yeah. I'm I'm trying to keep them from getting too something. I don't know. I'm such a soft touch though. Like it's so hard for me to keep saying no, like putting off their wet food and like I will say, man, that was an incomplete sentence. Yeah. Oh, that's really cute. So they're a little. I don't know if you guys. Okay, come on. We're gonna switch back over to this one and see if I can get you. See that little cute little logo right there, little plane and a pot leaf thing. Okay, there are a couple of drops left. There are a couple of drops left. Oh wait, this camera. We're on this camera. I'm staring into that. We're on this camera. That tasted a lot more like distillate than the rest of it did. Thank you, Master Rasta. Thank you for the 4 months. mm. I think it may. I don't know, but I think my pancreas feels clean. I don't know. My everything feels good. I'm gonna feel so thin tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be a thin day. Well, all right. I think we've proved that this stuff works. I think we've seen me get high. Like Vic said, that oil took so many avocados to create. Mexico just offered to sponsor this stream. Yep, 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 yep. So yeah, that's I'm pretty high. Um, that stuff is delicious. It is effective. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we're at about my recording time says 48 minutes. Although when this gets posted to YouTube, it's going to be a bit shorter because I'm going to take off some time on the beginning, some of that starting screen. Um, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good time for this. thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Master Rasta and Lockpick. It was a great time. Thank you for talking me into making more bad decisions, because yeah, I am gonna enjoy the rest of my night. I am quite quite sure I will. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, stick around for the raid, of course. Oh wait, it's you guys. um I guess the okay, hold on. What comes next? Now is the time on the show when I say yeah, now is the time on the show when I say thank you, Lockpick and Master Rasta 420 for showing up. Much love to you guys. And as they say around here, two up, two down. VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all.